Yes guys, the Evo is in need of some much needed help. So yes guys, we pulled the Evo out in the last video and done some work to it, and actually on the inside of the car we found some mould. So today we're going to be doing a bit of a little deep clean on it. Now it's my fault because I've not really got into the Evo as much over winter, started it up, and it probably could have done with a little bit of a hoover and stuff like that, but I've been so busy with the Mini, being a dad and just other stuff. When I checked it the other day there were bits of mould in it. So we had some on here, but I've kind of sprayed it in these areas with white vinegar, and then there was a little bit on some of the mats. Driver's side should I say, was pretty good. The worst part that is left over, we can see Betsy in there as well. We've got some in the middle, some patches, but the last bit that's kind of really bad is actually the driver's seatbelt. So as you can see, we've got these patches here, and then also the driver's mat where there were a few bits and bobs, but again I've sprayed some white vinegar on there to help start killing it off, and then like I say, we're going to be doing a bit of a hoover and a deep clean on the Evo to try and get it back to full life. Now I'm lucky that I've actually got a few people in my life who are detailers and valeters, and they've actually said to me, look, it's really not that bad. They've dealt with some that are worse but still not even that bad. So what we're going to do is, like I say, we've pulled the seats out because we just want to give the car a bit of a nice hoover as well. There's not really any mould on here, and I'm not too worried that the mould has kind of engrossed itself in. I just want to give it a nice hoover and stuff because it's just laziness on my part that last year when the season was finished I tucked it away and I just didn't really fully just give it a spruce up. So now that it's back out, we're going to give it a nice spruce up, get it back on the road and just get it looking good again. So a quick example, if I hop in, you can see we've got some like mould here, but that looks like something that's been dropped under the seat, and then essentially the mould has just kind of formed around it. And when I messaged Adam from Fire Orange Valeting, he literally said, bro, that's all it will be. He said just give it a wipe down, get a few products on there, we've talked about a few things, and we should be good. Give it a good hoover, get some warmth into it, dry it out, and while the sun is good, that is the plan. So I'm going to crack on because the first thing we're going to do is just give the car now a hoover on the inside, a dry hoover, to try and pick up any just kind of general stuff, not mould. I've sprayed the mould with white vinegar, so it should be good there. It's now just a case of hoovering up all of this, and then any mould that I have sprayed with white vinegar like this here, we're just going to hoover up that as well. So let's get on with that, and then we'll move on to the next bit. Little tip as well from Adam at Fire Orange Valeting, good friend of mine. Basically, he said when you're using a hoover and you've got this, don't just let it go anywhere because then you end up scratching all of this. Although this is pretty bad, it's how it came from Japan, but also you could get the paintwork. He said basically tuck it between your legs, it looks a bit weird I know, and then basically just feed it through and hold it up. That way this can't hit on any of your paint and scratch it or damage it, or obviously the plastic trims. Now I did also go buy a wet and dry vacuum because we're going to need that later, but that one's died and I'm sure this is stronger, so we're going to be using this just to get the rest of it up, and then we're going to start applying some product, let that dwell, and then give the seats a nice extraction. I sound like a fancy valeter, don't I? Okay, so next up what I'm going to be doing is using this stuff which is called BioBrisk. So it's a cleaner and deodorizer which a lot of people have recommended. So you do anywhere from 1 to 5 down to just neat or as it is, sprayed into the car all over the surfaces, leave it to dwell for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then you kind of give it a scrub dub, kind of work it in, and then you extract it with a wet vac. So what I'm going to do is do the interior of the car, and then I'm going to crack on with hoovering the seats and the mats, and then I'll do this on the seats and the mats, go back to the car, work it in, go back to the seats, work it in, extract from the car, extract from the seats. And then we might have one more product to put on either today or when this has started to dry, which I'll talk about once I've done this process. Let's crack on. And if you're wondering what that is again, it's this stuff, BioBrisk. I got it off eBay, and the company AutoSmart in this package, it kind of comes with a bottle as well. So yeah, really, really good stuff, highly recommended. But I will say it helps to break down the bacteria that's there now, but it's not going to help with like breaking down the fungus, which is why I used white vinegar. But there are fungicide carpet upholstery products you can use as well. One which I've got, which I might be applying at the end after this has done its work. I had thought about, should I take these seats out? But I don't actually know how you remove Evo seats. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's look at a little pop then. This is handy. I wanted to see if it is mouldy underneath or wet is the other one. So let's have a look. Is it mouldy or wet underneath? Is that wet or is that just... No, it's just worn away. And it's, no, it's just cold. Can't see anything. Oh, okay, let's come away quite easy from there. I didn't realise they were that easy to take out. Is there any issue here, really? Any kind of deep mould? Anything I can see? There's a cable tie from the boot. Nah, that's all good. Literally, like I say, minimal mould. Most of my friends just said just spray it down with some APC, which is just the standard upholstery cleaner stuff. They just said, like, even the detailers were like, just spray it down with that. So I'm probably worrying over nothing, but I am a bit of a worrier. If you know me, you'll know I'm a worrier. I know people who have mould on their cars, like, all the time, and they just, like, they just don't worry about it. I'm a little bit anxious about how to, if I should try. Oh, that was easy enough. Okay. Right, that's off. So I am a bit of a worrier. So what I've done is, working on Evos is so easy. This just pulls away compared to the Mini. So I just want to check in here. So there is like, that's just dust. All I want to make sure is that there's not like a load of mould behind here. Right, let's get the Hoover in there. And then, is there any mould there? Yeah, we'll just give that a little bit of a wipe down. Nothing major. That means I can also get better access to the seatbelt, because that goes all the way down. But after that patch, we don't actually have anything else. So I'm just curious, where does that patch sit normally? Interesting. I honestly think that's where my hand is just touching, and I'm doing that. You know, where you kind of grab and then pull through? I think it's just that hand is just catching on there. But anyway, we'll give it a bit of a clean. Let's get some BioBrisk on everything, and then we can give it a nice scrubby dub. And then make sure it dries. Otherwise, we'll get more mould. Like, we don't want to saturate it like crazily, okay? We didn't have a lot. It does smell good, I'm not gonna lie. I will give the seatbelts just a bit of a wipe down anyway. Just a bit of a courtesy wipe down. Right, that's done. Let's do the seats. Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of stuff. Okay, I'm going to scrub dub. This little thing Adam gave me is really, really good. So I'm going to scrub dub with this, and then, yeah, just agitate everything. Like I say, I've not applied loads. I haven't applied loads of stuff. I don't think we needed to, but some people do absolutely drown it. When I spoke to a lot of the detailers I know, they said, yeah, the problem is though, you've then got to dry it. That's where problems can start, because if you've got to dry it, then you can't dry it effectively, then the issue obviously is that you are just going to get more mould come back. It smells better already. Okay, I'm going to say this. The car didn't smell bad. It didn't smell mouldy. So it's not like mould has set itself in. And if I think I need to, I'll just spray a bit more on. But some people do it where it's like this, the seats go like white. I can't even remember where I had the mould. Just looking after my car, essentially. Again, another shout out to my friend Adam. He gave me this. It's kind of got these like fine little bristles on, because you can get like the hard firm ones, and he said the problem is it just ruins the material. It basically plucks away at it. And when you've got an old car like this, you don't want to make it worse, because these are quite old. These are stock. So these probably, 23-year-old mats. And they're in really, really good condition. So the last thing you want to do is go with a hard brush on there and just ruin all the fibres deep in, because also it's going to allow more mould to potentially get in there as well. So I'm talking like I know what I'm on about, but I have done some research. So I joined a detailing group just to try and learn a bit more before I did this and learn what to do. I saw a lad say that with some mould, level of mould, he will, no joke, take the seats out and pressure wash them. How are you ever going to get them dry? Like, that's just insane. Like, I've not even put much on here. It still feels quite wet. I want to make sure that I can dry them. I'm going to be driving the car pretty much soon anyway. I might even take it to work tomorrow and get some heat into it. And I'll probably drive it the next day as well. Put a couple of dehumidifiers in like I have in the Mini. Just, yeah, be sensible with looking after this car. So I actually haven't done anything in the boot, and I did check in the boot and it looks fine, clean. And again, that's what just makes me think it's probably just grime and dirt from my hands on the seat belt. We're going to leave the seats to air, and we're going to start doing the wet vac extraction, should we say, on the interior of the car. And then after that, it is a case of just like getting some heat into it and drying it out. You know what, I can see why people find this quite a good job and quite relaxing. So we've done all the mats. They are actually not too bad. I've just I wet vac them as well. I've wet vac the seats, and then this was the passenger's one, which did have some mould in here, but that's gone. Then it had some stuff around here. Smells so fresh, and it actually looks really, really good. I'm really, really chuffed. I just need to get Adam's scrubber dubber he gave me on this. I did douse it in the special stuff, this one, the bio brisk. I did douse it in that. I now just need to run over it with the scrubber dubber. Now the other thing we do have, which we aren't going to apply today, but we might do another day, because you shouldn't use any other cleaning products with the bio brisk, is this scrub mold shield. And that's actually for upholstery, so for carpets and fabrics. Got it from Screwfix, like 7-8 quid a bottle. And basically you just ensure that entire area to be treated has been wetted with the disinfectant, and then you just leave it to dry. So you basically just spray this on, you don't do anything, and then you leave it to soak in. You don't obviously apply a lot. And the idea behind it is this will soak in, and then what it will do is penetrate into the fabric and stay there to prevent any growth back if it was coming from anything else. So I might use some of this in maybe a few days' time, but we'll see how we go so far with this. But yeah, this isn't a bad one to have. And if you don't have BioBrisk and you don't want to pay for it, because it is about 30 quid for a bottle with the spray bottle, you technically could have just done what I did and then put this on instead and done a wet vac to remove any leftovers afterwards. You could do that as well, but I went for the BioBrisk. It was highly recommended. And for me, I don't believe that the mold I had is penetrated deep into the material. I just think it was a few surface bits from crumbs and this, that, and the other. So we should be good. The other thing I am going to apply today though, and it's obviously not going to be to where I've done the BioBrisk, is just the Meguiar's heavy duty multi-purpose cleaner. So I think people usually call them APCs, but this is kind of the same thing. It's good for actually carpets and everything else. So I'm going to apply some of this to just kind of like the steering wheel, the dash and the trim pieces, and maybe the doors, because the doors are actually an area where people can get mold, but we haven't had any grow on here. So like I say, because of that, I'm not too worried. And I don't think I've had any on the dash. No, none on the dash and none on here. I actually know a detailer who sent me a picture who said that he had an Integra and all of this cloth was covered in mold So guys, there we go. Interior is all done. It smells fresh. It's quite strong, and I actually didn't use hardly anything of the BioBrisk. We've just obviously put that to that one and that one to that one, crossed them over so they're fully lengthened pretty much, and then we've just wiped that down. And I actually did do these with the mold scrub stuff. The fungicide essentially is what it is. And then I've also actually done the door cards here with fungicide. There wasn't any mold on there, but just in case. And then everything else, like I say, was done with the BioBrisk. And then we've obviously got the seats and stuff as well. So we're going to try and let these air out as much as possible. And then we're going to get them back in the car. But what I'm going to do now is get the car started up and make sure she is running right. There we go. Success. She has started. Sounds all right. Sounds fairly healthy. Seems all right there. We're going to get the interior nice and hot. How does she sound from the back? And it sounds so good round the back. A little bit smoky, obviously condensation, it's been sat for a while, but yeah, sounds so good. We just might even take her to work tomorrow if the seats are a little bit dry, give it a run out, give it a blast. If not, then what I'll do when I get home is just get it out and get it nice and warm again, and probably then take it for a blast either tomorrow afternoon / evening, or definitely Thursday. Hopefully you like that video, guys. Please go and support, like, comment, share, subscribe, keep supporting, and let's just try and get to 2K. That's the next goal with this. Hopefully as well you found this video useful. You might be wanting to do this kind of thing yourself, save a bit of money maybe. Some of the products you can go and try them. You can get them online, get them at Screwfix, stuff like that. It's not hard. And also the Titan wet vac Hoover cost me like 40 quid for the smallest one from Screwfix. So brilliant deal. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Said it already, I'll say it again. See you in the next one. Peace out.